Cooking with Amy.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to share one of my all-time favorite steak recipes. This is an old family recipe that my family has been making for years, and really, to be honest, it's just my favorite way to do steak on the grill. I'm using a flank steak, and that's a type of steak that I grew up with as a kid. My mom, well, we couldn't afford everybody getting their own steak, so my mom would buy and marinate a flank steak and then slice it into thin strips. So that's when we had steak growing up, that's what we had. I never heard of getting your own steak until I was older and went out to eat at a restaurant. So to this day, I have still love a good flank steak. You can see how lean they are, very, very reasonable, not a lot of fat, and they really serve a crowd. So, this is going to serve my family of 4 with some leftovers to do steak sandwiches the next day. Or, if you're having lots of people over, you can do 2 or 3 of these and double, triple the recipe. Very, very easy recipe. This is a ginger soy marinade that just doesn't get much easier. We're doing some soy sauce. The key with flank steak is marinating it. I like to marinate at least 8 hours all day long. So throw this marinade together in the morning and then let it hang out in the fridge all day, or even up to 24 hours if you really want to get that flavor in there. So soy sauce, sugar, lemon juice, fresh ginger, which I know looks a little bit creepy, but don't be afraid of it. This is just basically fresh ginger that I like to just take a knife and peel it a little bit. You can also buy fresh ginger in a jar like you would fresh garlic. And then but there's nothing like the real deal, a microplane or a box grater, or even just take a knife and finely mince it up. And you just tap the microplane and all that ginger is going to go right in there. Really great flavor. So ginger, sugar, soy sauce, lemon juice, and some oil. I'm just using vegetable oil. You can also use olive oil. And that's your marinade. Doesn't get any easier than that. So a flank steak, as I said, really calls for a marinade. It's going to give it lots of extra great flavor, and it's also going to help tenderize the meat with the acid in here. So over the steak, and I really like to flip it and get that marinade in there. I love if you've got the really big, like the 2-gallon Ziploc bags. I love to marinate in a Ziploc bag. Never marinate in a metal pan. Always want to use glass or plastic. And then you notice how I really flip that around to get that marinade in there. If you're going to put it in a bag, take your hands on the outside of the bag and just, kind of give the steak a little massage to get the marinade in there. Fire up the grill. Like any kind of steak, you want to do this on a really nice hot grill. The key, again, to flank steaks, marinate and don't overcook them. Really, flank steak is best medium, rare medium. I would not go beyond that. So you grill it up, flip it on, grill it on one side for, 5 to 8 minutes, flip it over to the other side, and then get those nice grill marks on it. I do the old, if it feels a little bit soft to the touch, it should be medium rare. And one more key to a really good flank steak, I want to cut into it right away. The whole family's hungry. Wait 5, 10, 15 minutes covered with foil and tent it before you slice it up, and then slice it on an angle, slice it against the grain into thin strips. I promise you, your family will love this recipe. It's delicious. And you can find the recipe on the website. You can also pick it up at any area Festival Foods. My ginger soy flank steak, you need to make this summer. You really do.